like this one, like this one, like this one. All right, team, a lot of y'all have been wanting an upper body split, full upper body. So that's what I went ahead and did today. I'm gonna show you some workouts that any footballer can do any time of the year, whether you're trying to build some muscle, whether you're trying to build strength, or overall just look good, right? That's always gonna be the byproduct as long as that diet is good. All right, team, so let's just jump straight into the video.
Yeah, top of the morning, I know that you thought I was dormant. Woke up early from shots that was swarming the block.
All right, team, as you can see right here, we got 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 M's in my bank account.
9, 10, 11 different exercises, right? And why I put quotations is because the warm-up is going to start off, we're going to begin with a little massage / trigger point. That means maybe we're getting a lacrosse ball and getting those trigger points. Maybe we're using a foam roller and we're attacking those tight spots. So that's going to be kind of dependent on you, because we're doing upper body. You probably want to do upper body, right? Whether it's your scapula, whether it's your lats, your pecs, all that good stuff. So after the tissue, we're going to go straight on to mobility, Bretzel 1.0, Bretzel 2.0, a pec stretch and a lat stretch. So in the Bretzel 1.0, it sounds like pretzel because that's what you're kind of doing to your body if you pay attention to this exercise. So look how I am taking a deep breath in. As I am coming back down, I'm trying to touch the shoulder to the floor as best as possible. I am exhaling. So exhale, 1, 2, 3, etc. That's going to allow the muscles to completely relax. You're telling your muscles you're in a safe place, and it's going to allow you to get better range of motion. Same thing for the Bretzel 2.0. Watch how I try to turn all the way back, look as far back as I can. And then again, deep breath in. And as I am going down, I'm gonna exhale, trying to go all the way down. My goal is to touch my shoulder to the floor. Once I can do that, I'm gonna try to also extend and reach out as long as possible. And for those, we are going 5 on each side. As far as the pec stretch and the lat stretch, really that's gonna be dependent on you. We can go for time and do a dynamic stretch throughout that motion, or we can go for reps, all right? If you wanna go for time, let's go about 30 to 60 seconds. Again, you want to be dynamic as you are pushing into that lat stretch. So watch how I am going all the way down. I'm really trying to feel that stretch in that lat, almost like I'm trying to extend that side like from my armpit, right? So I'm trying to pull that apart. You're gonna feel a nice little stretch. Rock as far back as you can. As far as the pec stretch, we want to keep that elbow at 90 degrees. From here, we're gonna go all the way out. Keep that body nice and tall. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Notice how I am always breathing in and breathing out through these exercises. So we can go for 8 reps, or we can go again 30 to 60 seconds on each side. Then we're gonna go on to some activation. This is the part that a lot of footballers don't get, a lot of athletes in general don't get, is that activation. The activation is so you're priming your body. You already did some tissue stuff, you did some mobility. Now let's prime the body and let's get it ready for the things that we're about to do. And that's gonna be a bear walk with protraction and limb up. So as you can see, I am staying nice and stable. Put an object on your back so you don't rock those hips left and right. So we're getting some anti-rotation into this. Once we take 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, we're gonna push out, in and out, so we can make sure we get some good serratus anterior activation, right? So that's the thing that's kind of helping us keeping our shoulder intact whenever we are pressing. That's gonna be super important for that. And then we're gonna go on to a limb off as well. As you can see, guys, again, you do not wanna rock those hips. So the reps are gonna be just the steps. We're gonna go down and back. Next up, guys, we're gonna go into our pull-ups and chin-ups. So we should be warmed up. If you still feel like you need a little bit more of a warm-up, I encourage it before we get into our working set, whether that's the bench press or the pull-ups, get a couple reps before we go into our working set, before we go heavy, okay? You don't wanna jump straight into the heavy stuff. Why I say pull-up, chin-up? Pull-up is gonna be tougher than the chin-up. Chin-up targets a little bit more of bicep, all right, which is good if you're starting off. After that, let's transition on to some pull-ups. But if you look at this right here, I put tempo, 4 seconds down, 1, 2, 3, 4, then pull yourself up. If you cannot do a full chin-up or pull-up, go ahead and use a band, use some assistance, all right? And if even that's too tough, honestly, just focus on going down, set your feet down and jump back up. Focus on the eccentric, meaning only focus on going down for the same amount of reps. And as you can see, I got 3 to 4 sets, 4 to 10 reps. So really the higher sets are for the lower reps. If you can do more than 10 pull-ups, then now it's time to add load, right? I don't think we need to go any more than that, because it's thinking about like your bench press, right? Are you gonna go 15 reps? Are you gonna go 20 reps? Probably not. So let's treat the back muscle the same. So let's start to load it up. I always say, again, if you can do more than 10, let's add some weight to that. Now going on to the dumbbell bench press. So we're gonna go 3 to 4 sets, guys, 4 to 12 reps. Again, the lower rep ranges are for the higher sets. You wanna go higher load in those lower rep ranges. You guys know I'm big on phases, and we shouldn't be hitting 12 reps every single time, because if we don't ever hit those lower rep ranges, then we're never gonna get stronger. Pay attention to that tempo. Look how my elbows are also in, and those dumbbells are not flared out, all right? I'm going 1, 2, 3 control. I'm always pushing out, and make sure you're squeezing at the very top, really trying to get that anterior serratus, so meaning this muscle right here, trying to push it out forward like that, right? Again, that's gonna ensure that we keep a nice and healthy shoulder. After that, guys, we go on to a dead bug with a ball. Watch how I pick up my pelvis off the floor. For some of us, this is gonna be very tough. The reason I do the pelvis, because I find a lot of players don't know how to brace the core, and that's kind of like a little cheat code. And from here, you're gonna extend all the way. You don't need to touch the floor, but extend out as far as you can. If this is still too tough for you, bend the knees and then just actually go almost into a march, okay? So again, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps. Then we go on to a landmine half kneel overhead press. And why I like this exercise, look how I am not about bracing the core. I am more about getting that full range of motion. So bracing the core is really good, but we also need to make sure that our body, right, just from a human movement standpoint, we're able to do these movements at high loads. So bracing is good, like you're gonna find me doing in these other exercises, but we can also include exercises where we're getting a full range of motion, all right? And I can make a future video about this, whether for back exercises, chest exercises as well. We can do so many things with this. We're gonna keep it 3 sets, 6 to 10 reps. For the bird dog row, this is one of my favorite exercises for that anti-rotation and stability while we are doing an upper body movement. As you can see, I am keeping my body completely stable. I am not rotating left and right, and the load, you will need to go down. This isn't about doing the most amount of weight, okay, because we are prioritizing trying to keep a stable core, and that's the main function of this exercise. We want to find exercises as well. On top of these main compound ones, we want to find accessory or secondary exercises that are going to benefit us, actually benefit us on the pitch from like a stability standpoint. Then we're going to go on to a half body bench press. Again, now we're actually introducing a lower body aspect of it, so we need to make sure that we keep that lumbo pelvic region nice and straight, nice and braced. And we're going to go on to our rep ranges, 2 to 3 sets, 10 reps each side. Why I put 2 sets for even these 2 as well, because these are more like our secondary exercises. This is going to be based on your time. Now we go on to our accessory lifts, our supplemental lifts. For this one, watch how it's not just about going on to a simple pull-off press. I want us to be dynamic with this one as well, but not every core exercise has to be completely stable, okay? We can have a happy medium of both. And this exercise is money, so go ahead and try it out. 3 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Then we're gonna go YTIs, again, targeting that shoulder health. I don't see enough players doing this, and then they start complaining about shoulder problems because they're not doing anything for the backside. So the YTIs, it's gonna be a money maker. Pay attention to how my hands never touch the floor, okay? I'm always going through a full up, squeeze the rear delt, go on to the next letter T, boom, squeeze the rear delt, and then go on to the letter I, boom, squeeze that rear delt. Then we come back, again, never touching that floor. And maybe you're going 3 times a week to the gym. Maybe you have a full upper for one day, maybe you have a full lower for one day, and on that 3rd day, it's a mixture of both, all right? And if you want more information on how to train like an athlete, check out this playlist, these videos, how to create a program, and I go more in depth there. That's gonna provide you with more information on how we train as athletes. Guys, it's really about training smart, and if you watch these videos, you're gonna be one step closer to understanding this video. If this is your first time coming to my channel, this is gonna be confusing, so you do need to educate yourself a little bit more, all right? Just be patient with yourself. So guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do not wanna worry about any of this, and just want to work out like a true athlete and take that game to the next level, like so many of my athletes have done, like this one, 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 hold up, like this one, this one, this one, this one. My camera turned off, I apologize. Custom programs, I do have a wait list, and as I am making this video, I am currently full, but I still have a wait list in case somebody jumps off of the custom program. You'll be the next one in line, so make sure that you sign up for that. I've been dying to make this video for a long time. I finally got access to a full weight room where I'm at, so more bangers are gonna be coming in. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.